Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Hat Talks with Ach. This episode is titled Write Right, as in writing correctly. Havildar Neelam and other good stories. Over the past 45 years, my personal refusal to accept poor quality of products or services made me quite the consumer activist with both small and large companies and even government departments. This episode has three among several feel good stories, all interacting with government departments both at the center and the state. Story 1: The Indian Railways and the Train Captain. In 2011 or 12, we decided to travel by train to Kerala in the air conditioned first class coach. Before arriving at the central station, a warm welcome text from the railways was received, communicating the details of the train captain, who would be the person in charge on board. On entering the coach with our splashes of UD toilet, we were received by a terrible odor the toilet prevailing, and so immediately a text was sent to the number assigned to the train captain. In less than 7 minutes, he was at the AC first class coach, accompanied by the cleaning gang and a tea vendor. While the gang went to work, he located and met us in our coupe, apologizing and offering us some railway tea along with the sweetness that normally accompanies such a beverage. After a pleasant, reassuring chit chat, he requested a pass certificate for the now cleaned loos, all four of them. Happy and surprised at both response and efficiency, it was indeed a good way to begin our overnight journey. Lesson: even a text gets a response if one writes right. Story 2: The Central Government and Pension. In 2008-9, when I switched companies, my EPF, Employees Provident Fund, was paid out with a balance of a third retained in order that I earn a monthly pension when I reach the pensionable age of 58. This little detail I completely forgot about till I had passed 60. Thereafter, when I applied for the pension as per the system, I hit several roadblocks along with the red tape attached. Now, the pension amount was only rupees 1,000 per month, and I'm sure many of you listeners would shrug and say, for just $1,000, not worth it. Yet, on principle, I persisted. After 3 futile attempts at trying to claim my rightful pension at the local regional office, I finally succeeded in lodging a complaint on the All India EPF Commissioner's website sometime in early November of that year, stating my case and the fact that as a senior citizen I was being unduly harassed by the department. I was surprised a few weeks later to find a government letter addressed to the regional PF Commissioner with a copy to me, quoting my details and stating they should not harass senior citizens. A diktat was also issued that they wished to see the matter settled before 26 December of that year. Hectic calls from the department to my office, my assistant, and me followed. And suddenly, all those nameless people who had drawn Lakshman Rekhas beyond which no ordinary human could trespass were introducing themselves and inviting us beyond the Rekhas. To cut a long story, the problem was solved before 24th December, and by January of the following year, I received all the pending dues that had accrued over the preceding 24 to 30 month period. Lesson: when frustrated with lack of action and possible red tape, writing to the right desk works to get a solution, even with the government. So write right. Story number 3: Havildar Neelam and the Haryana Police. Our score of broken glass coffee carafes was high, so I decided to look for a coffee maker with a steel insulated jug. As Amazon did not have the product, Google helped me discover a Gurgaon based online company that had one on offer. I have this reputation for being thorough, checking antecedents, customer ratings, quality, etc. of a company before placing any order. So it's a bit embarrassing for me to confess that in a weak moment of desperation to conquer the broken carafe scenario, I overlooked my reputed research work and ordered from an unknown entity. Nevertheless, they acknowledged payment promptly and a day later promised a delivery, and after which silence followed. With no response to calls or to the several complaint tickets raised on their site for over a week post the promised delivery date, I didn't give up, and thanks to the net, discovered the email addresses of many police stations within Gurgaon. I proceeded to register a complaint with the DCP Gurgaon and several other police officials in different stations within Gurgaon by email. The complaint narrated my experience, supporting it with proof of order, transfer of funds, and the acknowledgement, and I requested that the company be investigated so as to protect the innocent public from possible fraud. The name of the proprietor, courtesy Auntie Google, was also mentioned. Now, as a rule, I do not accept calls from unknown numbers. So, a few days after sending the mail, and it was a Sunday evening, I received repeated calls from an unknown number, disturbing my TV and aperitif time. Eventually, recognizing and also privately admiring the persistence, I decided to take the call on the fifth attempt. नमस्ते साहब, मैं हविलदार नीलम गुड़गांव पुलिस से हूँ. In Hindi. Namaste, I am Havildar Neelam from Gurgaon Police. She had been assigned the case and had asked me to confirm that I had sent the email complaint. फिक्र मत करना साहब, क्या चाहिए आपको? Don't worry sir, what result would you like? I want a refund, I said. The Sunday evening progresses, and less than 15 minutes later, the shady company representative calls, apologizes, and promises a refund possibly on Monday or Tuesday. I agree. When the Havildar calls back to confirm our conversation, she does not seem pleased. An hour later, I note a full refund was effected, and it's still late Sunday evening. And while I'm not sure what the state of the company rep was at that time, it was an unbelievably quick resolution. I lifted my glass to toast and offer kudos to the Haryana police, and immediately followed up by sending an appreciative mail to them while posting on their Facebook page, etc. Lesson: don't let them get away. Believe, persist, and write right. I have several more personal experiences of sorting issues out with the IT department, reporting rash driving by bus drivers in the cities and in the hills in Tamil Nadu, or raising concerns about suspicious vendors in states like Goa. There was always a response, and most experiences have been positive. All the above relate to experiences with the government and their departments, and I've always believed that if you write to the government, you are obliged to get an answer, and very often a response. Good things do happen. Just write right. Till the next time, happy listening.